John, you have to ask yourself, does Bill, Al, Joe, and Barack, the four quadmigos, are they familiar with all this stuff with Donnie? Were they familiar with it before all this? Because they're in the know, and this is an awful lot of crimes going on with an awful lot of people involved. See, they don't know that that kind of stuff goes on at that level, like with Donnie and the public violating all these people constantly and involving all these families and everything involved. It's like a cancer spread. They don't know that. Well, that's throughout the whole society. See, they're conscionable. So they're not going to be plugged into this lane. You know what I'm saying? But that's the cancer lane. See, here's the great thing, John. Retroactive, baby. So you can go back to all your shows with a whole new lens and go, okay, now I got it. Now let's see what that, and then you could see what they've done since then. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. But you'll be able to also look at all that. That's where you have to go. That's the very reason the APA has their 50-something thousand members or whatever they got, next chaptering everybody through society. Keep moving. Just keep moving. They're hurting people through. Keep moving. Next chapter. Yeah, that was in the past. You want to move on. Do you know how many of them told me that? All of them. I have it in court. The judge is telling me that in the court. Mr. Stengel, you have to move on. Really? Really? You're going to traffic my children and you're telling me to move on? Really? People are unbelievably whacked out. And just like the reporters of Watergate, if it was now, they would be blocked from informing the public about Watergate. That's exactly what these people do. 24/7. That's what Donnie does in essence with the gag orders and with the non-disclosures that he does. You understand? That's what it is. It's cock blocking them as reporting anything that he does whatsoever. So he can always walk around and violate whoever he wants, whenever he wants, because everybody signs those non-disclosures. Otherwise, he doesn't deal with them. Do you understand? And I guarantee the non-disclosure says that they can't even tell people about the non-disclosure. I have a little advice for those people. You can't sign something that has you not reporting a crime. Do you understand? Donnie's committing a crime upon you by fraud. He knows in advance that he's blocking you. That's how he got you, by blocking everybody before you. See? So he's committing a crime against you called fraud. Okay, you need to report the crimes. See? That's not going against this non-disclosure. You're reporting a crime. Try it and you'll see what happened with Snowden. If they're retroactives, that's where you have to sit. In the kitchen. Not next chapter. Now, the best part about the kitchen is when you get there and then when you turn around, when you're really trained and you turn around, you're basically sitting in their seat and you can watch every single thing that they're doing to the public and to society. It's unbelievably disturbing. You have no idea. It's very much like the state of California. You understand? It's on us. You're violating yourselves and feeling good about it. You're violating yourselves and feeling good about it, and feeling good about it, and feeling good about it. It's really unbelievable. And they just keep doing all that stuff because why? Because you never go to them. You just clean up their shit and feel good about it. And you want to leave this to the kids. Do I have this correct? Yeah, I don't think so. So, John, I've instructed the kids to recognize children and adults so that when the children hear things, even though they're in larger bodies and have been on the earth for more years, and they start crying because they're hearing the truth and they don't want to hear it and they start flipping out, that's a child throwing a tantrum. The kids that I'm coaching will understand that. So when they get the reactions from this stuff, they'll know whether they're dealing with a child or an adult. And it won't have anything to do with how many years they've been around or how large their bodies are. Because we're action-based, not story-based. We're action-based, not story-based, not story-based, not story-based. Story. Kids, be the source or buy bullshit.